Hey everybody, this is Mr. S. I'll be your music teacher and keyboarding teacher for this semester. In this class we're going to explore a lot about this instrument right here, the keyboard or the piano, and we're going to talk a lot about how music works and how it sounds to us. A little bit about myself. My name is Mr. S. You guys can call me Mr. S, Mr. Sam, Mr. Samuel. Either one is fine. I've been a professional musician for about 7 years, and I've been playing music for about 16 years. And I love music very, very much, and I can't wait to share it with all you guys. So in my class, very important thing to note is that you have to take your time, and it's encouraged to take your time. Don't feel like you need to get everything right away. Music is supposed to be fun, so if you hit a roadblock, be patient with yourself, because I definitely will be. And I think you guys are going to have a great time, because music is supposed to be fun. The goal for this class is we're going to be talking about a lot about this instrument right here. See, I have it turned on, and how different types of music work. But before we get into that, we're going to have to do a little bit of the basics. So today we're going to be going over some basic music terms that everybody should know. And for this lesson, you're not going to need anything. All you need is yourself and your listening ears. So make sure you get those ready. And today we're going to be talking about the terms scales and chords. And then we're going to play a little bit around with those things and maybe figure out what music sounds like to us. So first we're going to start out with these vocabulary terms, okay? So the first thing is a scale. A scale in music is any collection of notes played one after the other. So the most basic example of a scale that I can give you is this. Notes one after the other. Probably the most commonly heard version of this is, you guys have probably seen it in your music classes, but it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. A lot of you probably have heard that before. That is the most basic example of a scale. So again, it's any number of notes played one after the other. Scales can go up, which means they go from low to high, or they can go down, which means they go from high to low. That's a scale. The next term we're going to talk about is a chord. And a chord is any number of notes played at the same time. And a chord kind of sounds like this. It's got a nice sound. Some chords sound nicer than others. Chords can sound like this. They can sound like this. They can sound, there's my cat. They can sound like this. Sounds a little crunchy. They can sound like this. They can sound like this. They can sound like this. There's a nearly infinite number of chords that can be played. But the most important thing to note is that a chord is just two or more notes played at the same time. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to give you some examples of chords and scales. So, like I said, there's not just any one number of chord or scales. There's a lot of them. So a scale could be this. It could be... That's another scale. One of my favorites is this scale. We're going to be learning about that one in the coming weeks. And chords can have up to from 2 notes to 6 notes, and even more. And they can be very tightly on the piano. Here, I'll hold this down so I can show you. They can be tightly be tightly compressed on the piano like this, or they can be really, really spread out to give it like a bigger sound, like this. So it can be this, really tight, or this. And the more notes you add to a chord, the more complex, the more colorful it sounds. But we'll get there. Right now, all you need to know is that scale notes one at a time. Chord notes are played together. Now let's talk about how these chords sound. The two major sounds in music are called major and minor. And major, you guys can think about because it sounds happy. Major is kind of like this bright sound. It maybe makes you feel good. Maybe kind of like you're doing something fun. Kind of like a sunny day, bright sunny day. Ah, the clouds are parting and here's the sun, right? And then a minor sound is a little bit more of a darker, kind of sadder, spookier sound. Maybe the clouds come out and it starts to rain a little bit. Yeah, sounds a little sadder. Right. So again, major, sun comes out. Oh, that's so nice. And then minor, the clouds are out, maybe it's raining, a little thundery, lightning-y. Not a good day to go outside. So those are the two big sounds in music. And when we write music, we pick and choose those sounds as we want to kind of give the certain song a kind of theme to it. So when you hear these chords, I want you to think to yourself what comes to mind, some kind of activities that maybe you can attach to these chords. So I'll give an example. So when I do this one, when I play this major chord, I think of walking in the park. I think of playing with my cat. I think about playing music with my friends. And then when I hear this one, the minor chord, I maybe think about staying inside because it's a little gloomy outside. A dark room, maybe getting caught in the rain or the cold weather without like a jacket or a hat on, something like that. So I'm going to play them for you guys, and then you guys, you can say out loud to me what these make you think about. Okay, so here we go. So major, happy one. What does that make you think about? It's nice. And then we got minor. What does that make you think about? Now, some of you may have heard these kinds of sounds in the music that you listen to already. So maybe think about what songs these chords remind you of as you're hearing these. But if you need some help, I'll give you some examples of songs that use these chords. And we just got finished with the Christmas season, so these songs are probably a little fresh in your mind. So the major sound can be, you can remember it by thinking of Jingle Bells. Right. And then the minor sound is this song called We Three Kings. Right? So major Jingle Bells. And then minor, the song We Three Kings. So those are two songs that you could, if you forget the difference between major and minor, you can always remember those two songs. Okay, very, very good. So to review a little bit, we have your major key, your major chord, right? It's the happy chord. Sunny day, and then you have your minor chord, cloudy day, rainy day, cloudy day, rainy day. So what we're going to do now is a quick little quiz to make sure you guys got it. And we're going to start out with the vocabulary words. So I'm going to give you some space to answer while you're watching this video. So I'm going to play either a scale or a chord and give you some space to answer. And you're going to say scale, chord, and then I'll tell you if I'll tell you the answer after I play it. Okay, so here's question 1. Is this a scale or a chord? If you said scale, that is correct. Okay, question 2. Is this a scale or a chord? If you said chord, that's correct. All right, so now what I'll be doing is playing some scales and chords for you, but this time I want you to tell me if they are major or if they are minor. And remember, major is happy, minor is sad. Okay? All right, here we go. This is question 1. Is this major or minor? If you said major, you are correct. Good job. All right. Is this next one, next one is a scale. Is this scale major or minor? If you said minor, you'd be correct. All right. Yes, this is a minor scale. You can remember the We Three Kings song. Right. And then for major, Jingle Bells. Okay, next question. Is this chord a major or a minor chord? If you said major, you are correct. Okay, we will do one more scale. And this one, I want you to tell me if it's a major scale or a minor scale. Okay, here we go. If you said major, that is correct. Good job, guys. Okay, I'm going to do one more chord for you guys. I know I said the last one was the last one, but for bonus points, what kind of chord is this? It's going to be a little more complicated than the chords I've already played, but if you can pick it out, that shows me that you were really listening hard. So for bonus points, is this a major chord or a minor chord? It's a nice warm sound. That's your only hint, though. Okay, if you said major chord, congratulations, you got some good ears on you. Yes, that is it's a complicated form of a major chord. We'll get there, don't worry. But very good job today, guys. Very, very good. So for next time, I want you guys to think about which sounds you hear in your music that you listen to on your own. Think about your favorite song. Does your favorite song have a major sound or a minor sound? Does it sound happy or does it sound sad? What kind of activities do you guys think of when you hear the major chord? And what kind of activities do you guys think about when you hear the minor chord? Right? Remember, the major is happy, minor is sad. Okay? That seems like it's going to be it for today's lesson. You guys did a great job, so give yourselves a hand. You guys are awesome. And for next time, try to remember the scales and the chords. And remember that major is happy and minor is sad. Okay. Good job, guys. Can't wait to see you next time. You guys were great today. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you next time. All right. Have a great day, guys.